Everyone, a very good morning. Shall we begin the session? Today's topic is the same, that is employability and the professional development. In the last class, we have finished one PDF, that is how to generate the employability skills. What are the various description, example evidences, example skills. Today I'm going to continue with the, not a PDF, but with the PPT. Shall we move? Yeah, shall we move? Okay, all right. So let's start with the employability skills. So educating young people for employability, that is developing a school strategy for their career development. School strategy means basics to the school, primary, in which the teacher taught that to the students. What are the pros, what are the strengths, what are the weaknesses. So educating the young people for the employability, developing a school strategy for the career development. Now this is the career path. One is a teacher, then crack, then SCIP, CEI, QCA, STED, then self-employed. The teacher is teaching the student with the career path. It is going to the CRAC, then SCIP or the CIE, then QCA, then STAT, then self-employed. The person is self-employed or the young people is self-employed after this one. Now, my question arises, what do you mean by the employability? Anyone can explain what is employability? So these employability skills are the skills that almost everyone needs to do almost in every job or any job. So this means these are the skills that almost everyone needs. Everyone requires these skills to do almost any job. Any job, that means any type of task, any work that you have done. So that task will be required. That task will be required the skills that almost everyone needs to do almost any job. Now there is a positive approach in this. This is a positive approach, using the numbers effectively. Using the numbers means application of the numeracy. You must use your numbers effectively. Then using the language efficiently. Your language will be efficient. Then using the IT efficiently. Your IT packages, your IT applications will be effective. Or use these applications, IT applications effectively. So this is using the numbers effectively, then you're using the language effectively, then using the IT effectively. IT in the sense, what are the various IT issues, what are the various IT content that will be resolved, that will be occupied in the positive approach. Yeah, numbers is the same as we have discussed in the application of the numeracy. Then language includes that your language will be appropriate to the work environment. If that work environment needs an English, full-fledged English, then you must be indulge, you must be occupied or adjust to that language only. If it is a mixture of the Hindi and the English, then it is okay. If it is pure Hindi, it is okay. Then using IT means information technology, that is what are the various tools that is required for doing the task. For example, if my task is on the .NET programming, so I need a .NET software. Java programming, I need a NetBeans. So that depends on the working environment to working environment. So using the IT efficiently. Now, first is the self-management. Self-management means you must be self-managed with yourself. Then thinking and the solving problems. Then whether or working together and communicating. You must work together. That is, you must work together in a team and communicate with each other. Then understanding the business. Understanding the business in the sense, you must understand the business effectively. So self-management, thinking and solving problems, working together and communicating, then understanding the business. So these are the four parts that is also known as employability skills, or the positive approach in the employability skills that almost everyone have or needs to do the almost every job. Now, any doubt anyone in this slide? Now this is E equals to Q plus WE plus S into F. This is one of the aim or one of the picture that shows what are the various employability skills. One in the BS, one with the flyers. Now next is developing a strategy for employability. What is a strategy? What is a method that is used for the employability? That is developing a strategy for the employability. What drivers or drive schools, colleges? This is the fish, that is F is used for funding, I is used for inspection, S is used for strategy, H is used for the hearts and minds of teachers. This is the fish, FISH for the or that drives the schools and the colleges. So funding, inspection, strategy, hearts and minds of teachers. Now, educating for employability. How we can educate for the employability, how you develop your skills. There are 5 questions. What, where, when, who, how. I'm repeating again. What, where, when, who, how. These are the 5 questions that must be answered one by one. Let's begin with the that is how to educating or educating for the accountability or employability. Educating means how to educate for the employability skills. So this is what, where, when, who, how. There are 5 questions arises. Now let's take one by one about these questions. So first of all, intended outcomes. That is a what. What means intended outcome? Outcome means output. Every manager or everyone needs an outcome after every source, after every approach. Then when, that is how. So what is, there is a intended outcomes that must be generated over here. Then next is creating a curriculum for employability. How to create a curriculum opportunities, how to create a multi-pledge employability accountability over here. This is what do we want to achieve. So what do we want to achieve? That is understanding themselves. Or what do we want to achieve? That is creating a curriculum for their employability. So what do we want to achieve? That is understanding themselves, career opportunities, work and working practices, employers' needs, then skills, that is enterprising, basic functional, customer service, then qualities, have a go attitude, respect for others, respect for the environment. Yeah, understanding means understanding the career opportunities, understanding themselves, work and the working practices, employers' needs. You must be understanding with the curriculum for the employability. Then skills, that is what are the skills that is required in the enterprise, what are the skills that is required in the basic oblique functional, then there is a customer service. The next is qualities, have a go attitude, respect for others, respect for the environment. Yeah, quality is in the sense that is also a part of the syllabus of the employability. That is also a curriculum for the employability. That is a quality. So having a go attitude, respect for others, respect for the environment. The next is how. What is, we have studied what is, next is how we are achieving this one, that is learning experiences. So creating a curriculum for the employability, how we organize the learning, what are the various outcomes, or how it is done. So first is experience work, that is a placement and visit. Placement includes of every, we can say the every college nowadays have a placement with the experience, then visit. Make choices and the responsibility. You must make the choice for the employability. You must take the responsibility, that is the plan events. Then follow and create the instructions, how we can follow them, how we can create the instructions. Following and creating the instructions is also the curriculum for the employability. Then speak out and express the views. Speak out terms, speak out material, and also express the views over here. Then engage in simulation and with visitors. How we can engage in the simulation, how we can engage in the work or work done, and how we can work with the visitors. So what are the various engagement in the simulation work, in the coordination work, and with the visitors. Then reflect on and apply the learning. So how we can reflect on and how we can apply the learning over here. One is experience work, placement visit. One is make choice and take responsibility, plan events, follow and create the instructions, speak out and express the views, engage in the simulation and with visitors, reflect on and apply the learning. Now next is learning for employability. One is watching, then practicing, imitating. Now look one by one. First is watching, then practicing, then imitating, feedback, chatting, teaching and helping, real world problem solving, listening, transcribing and remembering, then writing, then learning on the fly. So this is one by one. This is first of all on the left hand side, that is the first one, then right hand side, then middle, then left, then right, then middle, then right, then left, then right, then middle. So these are the ways, or these are the flows, how the words will be going on in the direction, that is the learning for the employability. So one is watching, one is practicing, one is imitating, one is feedback, one is chatting, one is teaching and helping, one is a real world problem solving, listening, transcribing, remembering, writing and sketching, learning on the fly. These are the various learning capability. These are the various few words that will be used in the employability. Learning on the fly is the last one. That means you have done with all the things. You are capable of the employability skills right now. After these skills, after these learning objectives, one is watching. Watching means you must watch other people. That is how they react, how they work. Practicing, you must make the practice. Then imitating. Imitating means informing the others. Feedback, also get the feedback on the regular basis. Then chatting with the others. Then teaching and the helping, you must teach and also help the other peoples. Then real world problem solving, you must be using real world problem solving at the same time also. Then listening, listen, transcribing. After listening, you must transcribe, that is analyze and remember. So one is hearing, one is listening. in this case, you will be listening, not the hearing. That means your perception will be going into the ears, into your mind. Then writing and the sketching. You must write and also draw the images, sketch. Then learning on the fly. Learning on the fly means you must be over the bridge. You must be on the fly. Then we have discussed about the what. We have discussed about the how. Next is who. Who are the people that is involved over here? So intended outcomes, what we have done, how we have done, who. That is, who are the people involved, what are the various person that is involved over here. Then school, college, workplace. School, college, workplace means where, what is the place over here. Then 5 to 19 needs of individuals, that is a when. When means what is the time. Then leadership and the management. So any doubt in this? These are the 5 outcomes. These are the 5 educating principle of the employability. What, how, who, when, where. What, how, who, where, when, we can say. And that is not the case that this must be in the series or the sequence. No, that must be carried out in any direction. So first is what, that is the intended outcome. How, what are the various learning objectives. Who, that is the people, who are the people involved, persons involved. Then school, college, workplace. School, college, workplace means a where, or where is a place where it is sorted out. So where, the next is the when. When means at what timings. That is the needs of the individual. The next is the leadership and the management. So any doubt over till here? That is, what is the outcome over here? Any doubt, anyone? Next is leadership and the management. So first is the leadership challenge. How are we doing? How are we doing means what are the various places where we use, that is how we are doing, or how are we doing. So do we have a vision and planned outcome for the employability? So do we have a vision or the planned outcome according to the employability, or we have a process in the accountability part? Then do we have effective management and coordination in place? So do we have the effective management, coordination that must be placed, that must be using with the effective management and the coordination in takes place? Do we have policies in place or in developments? Do we have policies? Do we have argument? Do we have something in the place or in development? What resources do we use to support employabilities? What resources means what are the various outcomes? What are the various resources, skills that is required to support the employability? Are we compliant with the legal requirements? So are we follow the legal requirements? Are we using the legal requirements? Do we recognize achievements? So do we recognize any achievements over here? So first is, do we have a vision and the planned outcomes? Do we have a effective management and the coordination in place? Do we have a policies in place or in development? What resources do we use to support the employability? Are we compliant with the legal requirements? Do we recognize achievements? Next is curriculum and the assessment. Curriculum means the syllabus, and the assessment. Assessment means the last part. So curriculum opportunities for the career and work related education, that is explicit planned content in all curriculum subjects. Explicit means outside. Planned content means carefully planned out content in the curriculum subjects. Specific lessons as a part of tutorial program. Specific lessons will be scheduled as a part of the tutorial programs. Then whole school college activities. What are the various school activities? What are the various college activities? Then specific projects and experiences. Specific project will be given for the education. Experiences also given for the experiences. So this is the curriculum opportunities for the career and the work related education. Explicit planned content in all curriculum subjects, specific lessons as a part of tutorial program, whole class college activities, specific project and experiences. A curriculum for the employability. Curriculum means syllabus or what is the content for the employability. So first is learning in the work context. Learning in work context means you must be learn in the specific to the context. Then business involvement. What are the various business involvement? What are the various terms that is involved in the business? Then synthesis of theory and the practice. What are the various theory subjects? What are the various practice? That is the practical subjects. So these are the various curriculum for the employability. First is the learning in the work context. You must be learning in the work context. Then business involvement. You must involved in a business. Your involvement in the business will be full-fledged. That means you must be carried out with the activities in the business involvement. Then synthesizes of the theory and the practice. You must be synthesized with the theory and the practice. What are the various theory and the practical concept? Then experimental learning. That means you must be available with the practical knowledge of the experimental learning. And then experiences of work. Experiences of work includes what are the various experiences that will be gathered together for the work. Then high fidelity or the high validity. Then aiming for the progression to work or he or she. Aiming for the progression to work means your aim is for the progression to work. You must be capable, you must be enthusiastic. The enthusiasm will be available for the work. Then purpose of study. Then that is the English and mathematics. So all the skills of language are essential for to participate fully as a member of the society. Pupils, therefore, who do not learn to speak, read and write fluently and confidently are the collectively or effectively disenfranchised. These skills are essential to participate fully as a member of the society as a part of the pupils, therefore, who do not learn to speak, write or read and write fluently are effectively or are using the effectively with the English skills, English languages. So it is essential to everyday life, critical to the science, technology and engineering and necessary for the financial literacy and most form of employment, which that is English and the mathematical is essential for the day-to-day life nowadays. Critical to the science, critical to the technology, engineering, and necessary for the financial literacy and most forms of the employability. Most forms includes what are the various categories of the literacy, what are the various forms of literacy, financial literacy, and also used for the national curriculum employability or the employment. So this is the purpose of the study, that is the English and the mathematics. These studies will be used fully as a member of the society, pupils who do not learn to speak, read and write fluently. And it is essential to everyday life, critical to science, technology and engineering. The next is the purposes of the national curriculum subject. What is the main purpose? First is the science that is vital to the world future prosperity. World future prosperity means yeah, that is vital, that is very important to the world's future prosperity. Your language will be prosperity to the science. Your language would be available with the science. Then art and design that contributes to the wealth of our nation. Contributes to the wealth of our nation means that also provides a designing work, artwork. Then citizenship, that is a knowledge, skills, and understanding to prepare them to play a full and active part in society. That is citizenship. Then computing, digitally literate at a level suitable for the future workplace. So these are the various purposes of the NCS, that is the national curriculum subjects. So one is the science, then art and design, then citizenship, then computing. The next is the design and the technology. After computing, there is the design and the technology that is also essential contribution to the wealth and well-being of the nation. Then history that is equip pupils to ask perceptive questions, think critically, weigh evidence, sift arguments, and develop perspective and judgment. What are the various perspective? What are the various judgment technology that is used in the history? Then geography inspire in pupils as a curiosity and fascination about the world and its people. So this is the design and the technology, then history, then geography. Then after this there is a languages. Languages includes a liberation from insularity and provides an opening to other cultures, equipping pupils to study and work in the other countries. So that is a liberation from the insularity. It also provides an opportunity to the other issues, to the other parts, to the other cultures, that also equip the pupils or the peoples to study and work in other countries also. Then music increase their self-confidence, creativity, and a sense of the achievement. This is also one of the part that music will be achieved or music will be carried out for the self-achievement or self-confidence, creativity, and the sense of achievement. Then PE build character and helps to embed the values such as fairness and the respects. Build characters in the sense what are the various characters that will be building up, that will be embedding the values such as the fairness and the respect. Then this is the assessment in the